Hello everybody, welcome to episode 5 of Hot R3Z18. And I gotta say, it is a special episode. And I say special a lot, but I just mean it's amazing. You know, we're picking up really good. You know, I mean, we started off, dove into the ha-has.
We dove deep.
And then we did an interview with Ross, which kicked off pretty good. I mean, I must say, it was a fun episode.
If the ha-has were like a pool, I thought we dove into like the 1 foot deep side. But we actually dove into like the 5 foot.
Yeah, we're getting there to the 12 feet diving board stuff. But, you know, what makes it so great on this episode is that not only is it a Mother's Day episode, but we have another special guest with us, as promised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lloyd James.
Hello.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hello.
Well, he said my name.
Well, yeah.
True. I mean,
So he took a little bit more off.
I mean, it was more of a hype build-up. You know, I'd be like, yeah, it's Lloyd James here. That's like the greatest self-introduction. Hi.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at those. I would say I'm pretty good.
You and Dylan might have to fight for the man of few words.
Oh yeah.
Lloyd James. Hello. Just real quick, people. The past few episodes we're messing with our equipment and our microphones and the adjustments of the levels. So if you hear the microphone adjustment level, then that's me trying to figure it out.
Yeah. No, it's not your ears. It's us. It's not you.
I understand we
us.
get loud sometimes, but we're still figuring it out.
Maybe a little bit too loud.
I'll turn it down.
Just to turn it back up later.
Yeah.
So, Lloyd, would you like to give a little bit of a little background information on yourself, or how you came about on this podcast?
Well, I guess Julia, or
Our technician,
yeah,
his girlfriend.
if you guys don't know, is either Julia, Jules, Peanut.
She hates that. You should see her at work. I called her Peanut once. I got the meanest look, like she wanted to punch me in the face. Of course, she'd have to tippy toe. Oh. Anyway.
Well, she told Eric that I wanted to hop on and talk a little bit, throw some jokes out there, a little bit here and there, but
In reality, what happened was, were you at Julia at 3:30 in the morning?
Oh.
Aren't you?
yeah. I know where you're at. You're sleeping.
Oh, shots fired. You know why I have to make that sound myself? Because she's not here to make that sound for me. On her soundboard.
So yeah, Julia told me that she re-listened to like the first or whatever
I
episode,
think it was the first one.
and then Lloyd was listening, and Lloyd was doing jokes on our jokes.
And then I was like, oh, in my mind, I was like, oh, that's just burning material right there. I mean, that's just, a little inside joke on that with burning materials. I say that a lot with, since we started doing the podcasting, we come up with some good things and go on conversations like, stop! We're burning material. Save it for the podcast.
We're wasting it.
Wasting it.
As you say in Fortnite, you're wasting material for nothing.
And then when we actually do the podcast, we actually forget.
Yeah. Hence why I say don't waste material.
So do you expect us to just not be funny?
Well, I mean, we could be funny. I mean, just at least try and remember.
It's better than hi.
Or hello.
So yeah, Mother's Day special.
Oh yeah.
This is obviously, if we want to be technical, it is Sunday, Mother's Day right now. But to me, sleeping wise, I have to go to sleep for it to be the next day.
God.
So to me, it's Saturday night.
Well, technically, we did go to sleep. We didn't know how long we went to sleep for.
Did we?
Earlier,
Yeah, remember?
before we came here.
No, actually, also when you got here, you guys took a nap while I was trying to
Oh,
get
yeah,
everything
I did take a nap.
situated.
I did.
I almost did, but I didn't.
How close?
I don't know, but a video I
So-
caught of you.
When this is posted,
They're gonna
this
see
is
the
going to be
video.
Mother's Day.
They're gonna see the video before they see the episode. I mean, I'm just gonna plug my phone in and post it right away. I'm just like,
Who's up at 3:30 besides us?
I'm gonna post it tomorrow.
Well, we know
Before
Julia's
the-
not.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so I guess it's
So-
open season on Julia, our technician.
It's your day off.
Oh, ew, why is she tired then, Lloydie? Segueing away from that.
No, yeah, stay away from that one.
So I was going to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
From
Happy Mother's
us
Day.
to you. And not only are we giving a shout out, but we have Marcia Jimmy giving a shout out to her mother, Nadine. So happy birthday, Auntie Nadine.
It's not happy birthday, it's happy Mother's Day.
It's, I got lost in talking. You had to say happy birthday. I was just thinking about it. So reverse that. Happy Mother's Day, Auntie Nadine, from Marcia,
And from us too.
and from
Yeah,
us
from
too.
us. From us.
You know, and it's really good to be doing stuff like that. Yeah, you know, I've been thinking about what was said with our last podcast, with all the positive we do, and another shout out I want to do is for Greta Roberts, who actually commented on when we posted the video before the episode 4 launch. She commented that she's happy to see what we're doing, and it's a positive thing, and it's awesome, and she likes it. So shout out to Greta Gita.
Thanks, Greta.
Thanks for the mention and the good vibes.
Once again, I'll mention, just positive stuff we hear about that.
Mhm.
It's more of a confidence booster for us to keep doing what we're doing.
Mhm.
More ha-has, more cheeks hurting, more stomach aching, and
Side
Pretty
aches.
much.
yeah. We're burning calories right now.
Yeah.
We're getting fit.
Yeah, we're getting fit sitting on the couch.
And ha-haing.
Yeah. Drinking pop.
I don't know. I'm drinking Seagram's. That's my drink of choice. Seagram's Ginger Ale. Ginger Ale.
Speaking of Mother's Day,
Air. I have air.
What?
Huh?
Air. That's what I'm drinking.
Air.
I offered you something to drink. You said, no, I'm good.
I know. That's
I'm
what
just like, fine.
because I'm trying to savor my candy that I was eating earlier.
Savoring.
Savoring.
So as we were discussing, it is Mother's Day. So in the favor of Mother's Day on this special episode, we'd like to do a little background stories of our own mothers. Some good ha-has. Maybe best way to put it. So, any of you guys want to go first on a good funny story?
Is that our notion, our cue to speak?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well,
I
which
guess
one
I'll
is
go.
it? Because you pointed at.
Yeah, you went.
It's
I guess
more of
I'll go. I'll go.
Okay.
This. I guess probably a lot of people, a lot of older generation probably has a good relate to this one.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, we used to lose our TV remote or our direct TV remote a lot.
I hated that.
And
There's one already.
and I'm the youngest one there, so
Mhm.
I would always get told to, hey, go change the channel, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Okay, right here. And then probably like 2 minutes later, oh, change it back. So I have to go all the way
Commercial.
back down. Oh yeah, commercial, go back down. Oh man.
You might as well have your own little seat under the TV, huh?
Yeah, I know. It was like right inside the TV. I might as well be in there.
Just like, I'm fine here, guys. I'm just gonna lay on my back under the TV. I gotta spread
Yeah.
my legs up.
Yeah.
Change the channels with my toes.
Yeah. I don't think anyone wants to change channels after that.
Or his toe jams are all over the buttons.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I finally got laid off of that job because we got a new TV.
Gave you your walking papers.
Yeah. They just let me go.
Be like,
just like that.
Be like, you know what? It's fine. I didn't want this job anyway.
Yeah. I quit. I just quit.
Keep your benefits.
I quit before you laid me off.
I.e., I'm walking out with my pride.
I'm the reason you got this new TV because I quit. If that was the case, I would quit a long time ago.
Yeah. If I knew it was that easy.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm the oldest, so I was the one bossing my brothers and sister to change the channel, if need be. Well, the one thing I can relate was getting up and walking for other people, and also in favor of Mother's Day with my mom. If any one of us kids was walking by our mom after we got done eating, she goes, "Oh, are you going that way? Are you going to the kitchen?" Maybe. Here, take my bowl. Please, take my bowl. Here you go. So she'd give us the bowl. And it was whoever walked by, whether it was one of us or even my dad. She goes, "Here, can you take my bowl?" My dad was the only one brave enough to say, "No."
That's how my mom was. She like, our couches aren't that far from our kitchen.
Mm.
So it's like, she'd be like sitting the closest to the kitchen. "Hey, are you walking that way?" "Yeah. Can you grab me something?" I was like, "Oh, I guess so."
So you're the TV guy as well as the...
Yeah, I'm like a
Lloyd was the
jack of all
everything
trades.
everything guy,
Jack
pretty
of all
much.
trades in the house. I knew how to do the microwave. Boil some water.
I'll boil the water, but you gotta add the stuff.
I'm only getting this train started.
Right? Well, I mean, it's awesome. Mothers are awesome, especially
Yeah.
when they're like that.
Yeah, especially when they had to put up a lot of our stuff, and we have to put them through our jokes and goods and bads and everything in between.
Yeah, I mean, with the jokes on with my mom, there's one thing I did with my mom, and it was a game that she didn't know that I started. Basically, she doesn't know that I do Did You Know game. But she kind of has an idea that I do it because she's talked about it before with one of my aunties, and it started off talking about like, did you know this happened on Friends behind the scenes, so they had to do it this way. She's like, yeah. It's like, you did not, whisper, because I'd catch a whooping. I mean, and I do it at random times. She's like, "Oh, did you know that this happened?" And she'd be like, "Yeah." I was like, "You did not." So I started doing it. I try to one up her, so to speak, and like a certain time I did like, "Did you know, Mom, that Dr. Dre is not a real doctor?" She goes, "I'm not young. I'm not that old. I know who Dr. Dre is. I mean, come on. I listen to hip hop. I know who he is. I'm not oldies type person." I'm just like, "Well, did you know Tupac danced ballet in high school?" She goes, "Who doesn't know that?" I know she was lying at that point. I'm like, come on, how well in depth are you, Mom? So I'm just like thinking,
how dedicated
to hip hop. I mean, I grew up to AC/DC and stuff like that with Mom, and so I decided to be like, "Did you know?" And I went science on this one. I went, "Did you know 40 degrees Celsius is the same as... Or no, negative 40 degrees Celsius is the same as negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit in temperature measurements?" No. And I was like, "Yes! Ha! There's one thing you didn't know." She goes, "Well, I didn't pay attention to science."
And then Eric celebrates.
Yeah, it's my own little celebration. She goes, "Well, I didn't pay attention in high school for science." I was like, that says it. Oh, God. It's good. Ha-has. I like to have with my mom. I want to say just a happy Mother's Day, Monica Bailey. You've done a lot for me growing up. And I thank you.
Yeah, same with my mom. She did a lot for me.
As well here.
Do you have any ha-has, coitus, that you'd want to share?
Well, I'm going to have to say on top of my head this time because I don't have a notepad.
I offered you paper.
Well, so the people that know, I'm winging it right now.
As am I.
I don't know.
As are we.
Are we best?
We.
As Eric not. As he writes right now, as you may have
But
picked up the sound of his pen clicking. And he just dropped it.
But I winged it off the top of my head to put onto the paper. Kinda. There's some things I pulled off the internet.
One thing that pops in my head is fairly recently. If people like movies, this is the movie Accepted.
Mm-hmm.
For those that don't know, it's basically high schoolers graduating and they're trying to get into colleges and stuff. And this group of high schoolers actually make up their own college.
Yeah, it's
and
a good
then
movie.
One of his best friends was in a different college and he's trying to get in the frat house.
Mm-hmm.
And like based off movies or whatever, I never obviously experienced it. Like only seen it off movies. They put the new people through a lot of stuff.
Initiations,
yeah. And so on the movie, one of the guys, the one that's trying to get in the frat house, he actually had a hot dog costume. he was in the middle of the campus and he's telling people, "Ask me about my wiener." Wearing a hot dog costume,
chasing everyone around,
chasing people. Yeah, because that's part of his initiation. And so, like, for the people that know me, like, I speak movie quotes. Or I don't speak it, but I quote a lot of movies.
Oh, you're fluent in movie quotes.
Yeah,
That's said.
It's like a second language.
Yeah. So, me and Julia and our mom was in our parents' room, and then I just say quotes every now and then. Like, even sometimes if someone asks me a question or whatever, I just say it in a quote form.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're in the bedroom, and then they're laying down, and I was like slightly tickling Julia's foot. And I said that line off the movie. I was like, "Ask me about my wiener." My mom's reaction, her face, everything. It was just like, "What'd you say?" "Brother." So I was like, "What?" She's like, "What'd you say?" And I just I had to stop right there and I had to tell her it was the movie. And she's like, "Oh." And then me and Julia just started busting out laughing. It was like one of those times where you had to be there and see for yourself her reaction.
I mean, I can kind of see her facial reaction and everything.
Oh, another thing that's kind of funny is that from I can't remember what episode 1 mentioned my dad and his sniffle thing.
Yeah, there's
so
episode 1.
I don't know, just if you know my dad, he says crazy stuff or he does crazy, not crazy, but funny
crazy.
Yeah, and then
borderline.
So if you catch those two together, and then my dad does something funny, crazy, and you look at my mom right after, she slowly shakes her head down with a smile. She's like, "I can't believe this guy,"
or walks away.
Yeah,
she was
as she's shaking her head,
she walks
oh,
away.
Yeah,
it's more of an OGs. She walks away.
Oh my god, she says that sometimes too.
Yeah,
as she's shaking her head. And so it was a couple of years ago I actually kind of came up with it. Oh, honestly, I can't remember if I came up with it or... Anyways, at those moments when she does that, and I put my hand on her shoulder, and I'd dead serious straight face, I'm like, "You know what you signed up for."
Just be like, "You said yes."
You had the choice. So the first few times it was just "Oh," no. You know what you signed up for. And then just every once in a while, I just kind of throw that at her.
Julia gets it all the time now.
Yeah. So I used to do it quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I said, at those moments, like I'll just have to look at her and she's like, don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, man.
That's another funny stuff on top of my noodle.
Noodle?
Some good ha-has. Honestly, that is a legitimate catchphrase on this podcast.
Haha.
Ha-ha.
That's not even a phrase. That's like a sound.
No, it's not.
Ha-ha.
The way we say, the way you said it,
I mean, you can
dive
spell
into
it.
these ha-has.
Yeah, but
And now we've been
you
saying
have to say the whole
ha-has.
thing, not just ha-has. You have to say
It's-
dive into these ha-has.
Oh my god. It's still the same thing now.
How can we catch this swim in these ha-has?
Yeah. Well, first we gotta dive before we can
Well,
swim.
You can dip your toe in and then slowly
You don't
walk
just
in.
swim on the couch right here.
But
You gotta dive in
but
to
you know-
swim.
But you don't swim or dive on couches. Well, you can dive on couches, but please not those couches.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think
my
it'd be
couches.
very comfortable doing that.
It's very tempting though.
I know this.
You gotta talk to Grandpa about that. You're gonna have to answer to him.
I'm sure this video will get a lot of views and
Pay for itself.
GoFundMe.
Go
Sorry, Uncle, I broke a couch.
Sorry, Uncle. I broke
It's
couch
going for a good cause.
funding.
There's a lot of people that
Get those YouTube hits.
got some teary laughs out of it.
The ha-has.
The ha-has.
Where
Well,
were we?
Huh?
Where were we?
Yeah.
well,
We kind of
Are we
sidetracked.
segueing?
pretty much we did. We
Did we?
did. Yeah.
What did we segue
I
to?
was about to talk to Lloyd. Even
So
though
we're in
kinda-
the middle of segueing.
In the
We're
middle.
segueing.
But it came to a screeching halt because we're explaining how segueing is working right now.
Okay, continue.
Proceed.
Well, Lloydie, this is how
Whoa,
what we do.
his name is Lloyd, not Lloydie.
It rolls off the tongue more funny to me. Anyway, awkward silence.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward, which you just made awkward.
I did. I did.
Just got real.
Well, the one thing, there's some things we like to do on our podcast, and I'm sure you know of it, is like would you rather's, or will you press the buttons, and just regularly just started doing useless facts, but don't really have much today. But
Is that your drum roll?
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I put a little drum roll.
Pretty confident now. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so today.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like a Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah.
Bust through some walls.
Well, on this episode, we're gonna do "Will you press the button?" And how Curtis puts it, it's kind of like Deal or No Deal, really, because theoretically, like Curtis said, you're pressing the button for the deal, right?
Yeah.
Either you press it or you fold it.
But we can't fold. So you have to literally say, I pressed the button.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have a button.
Oh.
Because we're
Techni-
semi-poor.
And our technician is at home sleeping
Yeah.
Sleeping.
to give a button pushing effect. But anyway. So our first one is, will you press the button if you can be invisible, but when you reappear, you're naked?
Mhm.
So you go into...
Oh, this is towards Lloyd. I'm all thinking.
Well, you can-
You can go ahead and answer if you want.
whoever has the hand on the buzzer, go!
There's no buzzer.
Metaphorically.
How long are you invisible?
As long as you want.
I would. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd just stay invisible all the time.
Loophole.
God. Ah. Ah. Can we rephrase that? Can we rephrase that?
It's too late. It's
No.
too late.
Oh, come
No.
on.
It's gone too far.
We're into it.
Yeah.
We're deep in these ha-has. We're like almost drowning.
So, loophole closed. Okay. I gotta fix those. I mean, when I write them down, I think it's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got a good one. I got a good thinker one right now, and then boom.
Loophole.
Instant.
Light bulb shattered.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just
Shot down.
Okay. So next one. You know the answer to any question, but you cannot share your answer to anyone.
So I know.
You know.
But no one else could know.
No one else can know.
You can't tell no one.
You can't tell no one.
I'll just let them figure it out. Yeah, go ahead.
You push
So
the
he'll
button?
push a button.
Yeah, I'd press the button.
Yeah.
I can totally see Lloyd like we're taking the what do you call it? The SATs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be totally just sitting next to Lloyd, like Lloyd, can you help me out, bro? You're like, no.
Man, a few words. Right
Figure it out yourself.
Bro,
I'm struggling on this question. No.
Just put that as all your answers right there. No.
No.
Lloyd said no.
It must be right. He said no.
But that is not a loophole though on that one, because doing the SATs is showing somebody that you know the answer to it.
But that'd be cheating.
Yeah.
No. How is it cheating when you already know the answer?
No, I mean, you're giving the other person the answer on the SAT, which
If
would be
Lloyd
cheating.
writes it down, I look at it.
That's still cheating. That's
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because I'd basically be giving them the answer.
yeah, so you can't use it for an SAT.
No.
Start.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't.
Oh, I mean, as an example.
Yeah.
I meant like verbally, like Lloyd, tell
Yeah.
me, not let me look at your sheet.
And he'd be just like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
okay,
we're like
okay,
sitting across
shut
the
up.
table from each other.
Like, tell me, my good ear.
Yeah. Speak up. I gotta clean my ear out a little bit.
Yeah. Not like show me, like tell me. That's what I meant.
Verbal.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one on this little segment. Now, you have the right on this one to opt out because of a certain person that kind of gets in on this podcast. You can have any girl you like, but only if you wear girls' clothing.
Like all girls' clothing or a certain clothing?
In all girls' clothing.
All girls.
So talking about
You sound pretty excited. All girls.
I mean, you never know who else can be on this podcast.
Yeah. It's like he had it in his mind already, like
Right.
a certain type, and then all girls. Like he got excited.
Yes. Well, I mean, you never know. I mean,
It's like as if you had a style picked out already.
Right. I'm going Barbie girl status. Shoot.
Ken and Barbie over here. I don't know about that one. That was kind of hard. Like it is. Like it. Like. Yeah, I don't know. So I would have to wear them.
Yeah.
For how long?
As long as you want girls, as long as you want to have any girl you want. So let's say.
So then I don't have to be with a girl. So then.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point. You can have any girl you want, but you have to wear girls' clothing.
So I could hit the buzzer, and I cannot be with. I could not be with anyone, and still not wear girls' clothing.
Yeah. So you'd rather actually be by yourself, but you can't
Which-
be with the girl.
I
Any
mean,
girl you want.
Which in a sense I'm.
Are you like creating a loophole?
I
Yeah.
think he.
I just
So
think-
he's basically saying he'd push a button and he'd just not wear no clothes.
Or
to be with
The
no
girls'
girl, though.
clothes.
with no girl.
Yeah,
I mean,
to
no,
not
I mean
be.
it's not really a loophole. I wouldn't say
It's kind of a loophole because
Kind
he's
of.
still pushing it.
Yeah, because I'm pushing the button.
So what's the point of pushing it?
Mm.
I don't know. Just because it's a button, it needs to be pushed.
Yeah. This button needs to be pushed.
That's the purpose of the button, is to be pushed.
Yeah, it's like those bells, you know, at the like a counter.
At the front desk?
Yeah, at the front desk. I always ding them because it says ding me.
Right.
So I go ding, and then they get mad.
Oh.
Well, what do you have it here for?
Yeah. Like I did that to Rosemary the other day. She was at work. I went,
Shout out Rosemary Kelly.
she was standing right there.
That's how I did that to her a couple times.
Oh, anyway, also, if I could put it on pause for a second, there's another story that popped up into my mind just now, talking about pressing buttons. My mom used to have a Tahoe, and on there was was it the All-Star? Or what's that one?
Yeah, the All-Star on the mirror? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one...
OnStar.
OnStar, yeah. But on this one, on the Tahoe, it was on right next to the radio. It was right under the radio.
Yeah.
So there was that button, there's a red cross button, and there's one button that just had a white dot. Understand, she had this Tahoe for roughly a year and a half, almost 2 years. And I sat on the passenger seat just looking at those buttons, just twiddling my thumbs.
Like, oh.
Just thinking
You
about
wanted
it.
to push the button.
I wanted to push them. The one that really intrigued me the most was the one with the white dot. I'm just like,
Why?
right? Why?
I mean,
Why is this button
Yeah,
here?
because you
what
already
does it
know
do?
what the other ones are.
No, I
Kind
don't know.
of. Like
It's
like
just
in a
a
sense.
plain
I know-
white button.
No,
Like, you don't want to
it's-
push the red crossed one?
Oh,
No,
no,
'cause
I
they're
had
gonna
the
send
feeling that
someone
had to
help.
be with like send help or
Yeah.
like roadside
That's what
assistance.
I'm
That's what I was
But
thinking.
you don't know what the white one does.
Yeah, that's why he wants to press
That's
it.
why I wanted to press it. There's time I was like, Mom, what does this do? She smacked my hand. Don't touch. Ow! I was like, I'm just curious what that button does. She goes, don't push that button. I was like, what does it do? She goes, I don't even know what it does. Just don't push it.
Ejecto seat.
She was serious. She's like, don't push that. I mean, so I
Did she
understand.
even tell you what the button was for?
No, because she said, I don't even know what that button's
Yeah, she
for.
didn't know.
Nah, that's all right.
She said, I don't even know what that button's for. I'm just like,
So has she ever been curious?
no. Because she's like,
So she just left it alone.
yeah, because I had this conversation
I
with
would.
you. It was like, I was like, doesn't it bug you to not know what this button does? She goes, no, because I'm over here, I'm driving. The only buttons that I'm concerned is the heater button and the radio button. That's all I want to know. I was like, I mean, what about cruise control? Yes, I know what those are.
Well,
I can
what
see
about
it.
the blinker? Would you consider a blinker a button?
No, it's more
it's like
of
a lever.
lever.
But there's a button inside that.
That's still a lever. You
Yeah.
can't push
you gotta,
the button
You got to push on the lever to get to the button,
So you're
because you
pushing
can't reach the button.
but you're pushing the lever.
You're
I'm
still
talking about.
pushing.
I'm talking about pushing the button
The
with
actual
your
button,
finger.
not a lever.
Anyway.
So are you saying that if you had a lever on the white button, you'd totally push the lever?
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Eric's like, lever or not, I'm pushing that button.
So I rode in that Tahoe and I drove in that Tahoe by myself,
Or you like
tempting to.
Tempted?
I was tempted to push that button. I'm just like, what do you do? I don't want to push you and then have something happen to this truck.
just
Mom
like
would kill
instantly
me.
stop?
Right?
Yeah.
Or it sent out an alert. I could just see like an Amber Alert going.
Yeah.
Amber Alert. Golden Tahoe. License plate, VIN number, and stuff like that. My mom just look at her phone. He pushed that button.
I told you not to push it.
But just talking about pushing the button, it just reminded me of that story with my mom. Oh my god. So another thing, I want to talk on this podcast that it kind of itched me ever since Infinity War came out, and I've heard it from Curtis and Julia. Lloyd, you pronounce a certain word a certain way.
Not a word.
Basically,
It's
Yeah.
Oh, I
a
mean,
name.
it's a name.
It's a name.
It's still a word.
Well,
But it's a
no, it's
name.
a
It's
name.
it's a name. Then you pronounce it a certain way, and you say Thanos instead of Thanos.
I like Thanos. It sounds
Why?
I
better to
like
me.
things.
But why?
I just like it. It just sounds better.
I like
I
it,
mean-
so I say it this way, and that's the
Yeah.
way it's going to be.
Yeah, that's literally it. That's
But it's not. I
literally
mean,
why.
it's not right. They say his name numerous
To
times.
Lloyd, it's right.
I haven't
and
never seen the movie, so
To Lloyd, Thanos is wrong. It's Thanos.
I mean, if you listen, go see the movie.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Grounded in Oz.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Okay.
8 words just totally almost made me cry.
I mean, if you do go see the movie, I mean, what are you gonna think when they keep saying Thanos? Thanos.
I mean, like, it don't bother me. It's just the way I say it. Like, I don't care that people say Thanos. Like, I know that's how it's said. Like, I know that's how it's supposed to be, but I just like saying Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah. Sometimes I just say it just because, like, just to see what people would say.
So something that I hope to carry on is called Grammar Fun, because I want to dig into what else you say differently. So
I say a whole lot of things different.
okay. So just a few I'm gonna throw at you. Potato.
Potato?
You say potato?
Yeah.
You don't say potato?
No.
Okay.
Tomato? Tomato.
Another
Please tell me you
question
don't-
is like, do you, what do you call it?
Pronounce.
Yeah.
Pronounce. Pronunciation. But it is more of grammar.
Like every letter, potato,
Potato.
or just potato.
Potato. Well, I mean, yeah, I get what you mean. You're still pronouncing all of them.
Potato.
It just seems more jumbled up.
Yeah.
On this one, I go right in the middle with Sweden. Be like spuds.
Yeah, might as well.
I say spuds. When I talk about potatoes, I say spuds. Smashed spudge.
I
Spuds.
say potato,
Spudge.
but when
Spudge.
someone says spudge,
Smashed spuds. Fried spuds. Except for French fries.
Chips. Go with the French with that one. Chips.
Chips.
That's what they call
Dude.
them.
speaking of spuds and French fries, next time I order fries, I want like, oh, could I get the burger with some spuds?
No, throw them off. So, you throw them off. You're like, I want a burger, and I want a large side of spud sticks.
Spud sticks. Like fish sticks,
Just to
spud
see what
sticks.
they say.
Oh,
You mean French fries?
no,
No, spud sticks.
spuds.
What are those? That's what you call
Yes.
French fries, but I call spud
You
sticks.
have a picture of it up there.
That's French fries. That's spud sticks. I'm so gonna do that.
Can I get a slice of cow and some spud sticks? With some bread.
Would it be a slice or would it be chunks? Because it's ground. It's ground down.
Well, pre-made.
Pre-made?
patties. Slice.
Oh, that's how patties are made, though. It's all
Ground.
grounded up.
So,
If you didn't know that.
just a chunk.
Yeah, I would say chunk.
Can I get a slab of cow?
Yeah, slab. There we go.
Slab of cow with spud sticks. That's a lot of S's. Okay, the biggest debate, and Julia fights with me on this a lot when she hears me say it. Caramel.
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 No.
Caramel.
No.
Yep.
No.
All day.
Caramel.
Nope.
Caramel.
Negative.
Where are you guys get? I want to know. Please comment on how you pronounce it. Spell it however you can.
How,
to let us know.
how can you comment on how you say it?
Send us like a voice if you're able to.
How can you send a voice?
I don't know.
Through Messenger.
Yeah,
Do a quick video, like
Yeah,
a
on
5-second
Messenger.
video, and you could put it in the comment.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
A video.
in Messenger, or I can send it to you
Reply
guys'
with
Facebook.
the video on how you say it.
Yeah.
Or say what side you're on.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That one works better.
I mean that's
That
splitting
won't-
that'd be splitting everybody
The
up.
Lloyd and Curtis side or the Eric side?
yeah. That works better because then they don't have to like.
But
to
it's
do a video.
honestly, it's caramel. If you, I even went as far as googling it in front of Julia, and I was like, listen to how it's pronounced, and they're like, and it said caramel. She was like, no, it's caramel. And I was like, and I put the phone in her face, and I pressed play again. I was like, and it said caramel. And I was like, see what I mean?
Well, I mean, phones talk funny regardless.
No, it's not. It was pronouncing.
Basically, Lloyd's like, phones are wrong. Siri, you're wrong.
If you put Lummy into Siri, it'll say Lumi.
Honestly, though,
Lumi.
it's not.
Yeah, Lumi Island.
But it's not really
Isn't
well
it?
known with native. I mean,
It's not really. It's
it is.
So
They
would you
changed
say
it.
it's accent?
No, it's
More-
not really accent because before it was something else. I can't really pronounce it, but I know there was something before Lummy. So they had to take off that first chunk and just call it Lummy because they couldn't pronounce it. So they just said Lummy.
But it's still part of
Part,
the language.
part, but not. It's easy. It's the easy end.
Yeah, the easy end, but it's still part of the Lummy, or
Yeah.
part of the.
If I
Yeah,
had my CD that has that saying on there, because I have a CD that has a, you know, what it means or what it used to be, the name what it used to be. That it has like a different, I wouldn't say phrase, but like a different prefix in front of it, and then
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
suffix or whatever.
So to
I'm
those,
not a grammar person.
so to those who don't know Lloyd, he's Lummy. That's why he knows so much on the Lummy side.
Yep.
My question here is, so are we saying that there's a prefix for caramel that history dropped?
Probably for people on the other side saying caramel.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we're talking about caramel, and then, like,
Well, I
we
mean,
started
look at-
talking about lemon. How there's something else, like, not pronounced.
Okay, just hold on one second.
So history
So-
couldn't pronounce, like, the beginning part of caramel?
I mean, just like split the word up. How do you pronounce C
Car.
No,
Like a
hold on.
car you drive.
CARA. How do you pronounce that?
Car.
Car. It's like knife, the K is silent. This
Yeah.
A is silent.
But that is not.
See, it's like
that is
my
not
name. It's
that.
like my
Part
name.
of the pronunciation.
It's like my
A.
name. LLOYD.
CRAM.
You don't pronounce both of my first letters.
I do.
Lloyd.
Eric
Lloyd.
does.
Yeah. Well,
Lloyd.
I know now people do because of that movie.
Jeff Dunham. You are using an unneeded L.
Yeah.
But in the movie case, it's unneeded F.
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Yeah.
What were we
That
saying?
Lego movie.
Oh,
I said-
Oh, it's a
the
silent letter.
Yeah, it's a silent letter because my first two letters.
But
I
it's
got
not.
two LL.
Yeah.
It's not.
So it's LLOYD. You don't say it.
You don't hear
Lloyd.
people
I
saying
really
knife.
wish my phone didn't die so I could just like do what I did to you guys like I did to Julia and just Google it.
That's why you plug it in.
That's why you put.
Oh! Is that 2%? Oh,
Quickly.
hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull it up.
I don't know. That's what I think. It's a silent A.
Yep.
Like, what's the point of it having it in there?
Camera debate.
Like, I don't even know why I have two L's. I wasn't there for them to choose it, so. Well, I guess I was.
Oh, pull Google's
Speaking of mothers and Mother's Day, I asked my mom.
pronounce caramel.
According to Oxford Dictionary's blog, the word caramel can acceptably
Caramel.
be pronounced in several accepted ways,
Not
including
mel,
caramel,
no,
caramel,
caramel.
and, in North American English, caramel.
See?
Caramel.
Appearance of that
But-
syllable
There,
as a
witness.
pronunciation
You heard
has
yourself.
been in the works for a long time.
Your
That-
phone just proved you wrong.
No, it's not. It proved us all right. Honestly, I am still the one keeping it real on the English. And how
You're keeping it real on England?
English, yeah, English, because
England.
how honestly I spell words differently, like color.
But that's not
How do you
right.
spell color?
Spell or say?
Yes, spell color.
CLOR.
I don't do that.
Is this a spelling bee?
No, I mean I just want
Like we're going
to
from
show.
pronunciation
I
to
spell
spelling.
color. I spell color COLOUR.
I thought I graduated school already.
Or flavor.
Flavor.
F
Is this
A
pronounced or
L
spelled?
O U R.
Flavor.
That's favor.
No. Flavor.
Flavor. I know it's FL.
FL. I did say FL. Didn't I?
No, you said FA.
Well, favor. Same thing. Favor. But I spell my words differently. Color, O-U-R. Flavor, O-U-R. Favor, O-U-R. I don't know why. Maybe I just keep it real on the English.
It's kind of interesting how our topic subjects change so quickly.
Well, I mean, it's the great debate of caramel.
Because we went from caramel to Lummy, back to caramel, back to Google, and then back to pronunciation to spelling bee. All within like
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. The American English is a lot crazy.
Indeed.
So I also say something differently. I say sheddable.
Schedule?
Sheddable.
That just doesn't sound right.
Sheddable. Sheddable.
Schedule.
Sheddable.
For me, I feel like it's
That's because
instead of a D, it's more like a J or a G.
Yeah.
Schedule. I don't
Schedule.
pronounce the D very well.
I pronounce the words. The letters.
Yeah, you
Sheddable.
pronounce like the first bunch of letters.
Sheddable. Sheddable.
Schedule.
Like issues. Issues.
SCH.
Issues. Issues.
Issues
Issues.
for your tissues.
Issue?
Yeah. Issues.
Issues.
But I say tissue. Sometimes I catch myself saying issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very interesting podcast. So honestly, we can have a lot more fun with this grammar fun. Okay. So, like, what do you think about the what do you think about doing or what do you think about being here with this interview? Like,
I would.
You really liked it so far?
How was your time?
Yeah. How was your time here?
Okay, it wasn't too bad.
Being like our third guest.
Almost like a third squeaky wheel,
Ooh, interesting.
but a very
What?
good one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
I'm confused.
Like not like squeaky, but like adding more content, but at the same time we're at the same content. It's just
a third opinion.
it just goes on more. The good.
instead of a dual opinion, it's a third one.
So are we talking about the interview or like a host?
Oh,
Wait, what?
See, exactly.
Well, I'm confused. I was going along with it, but now I'm confused.
well, I mean, it is.
I thought we were asking like
Well,
how it is this interview,
yeah.
but then the whole squeaky wheel came up. I was like, what?
Ooh, and then I was like, So,
Well, I mean that
Maybe a
does go on.
squeaky wheel just for the episode?
or do you want to do this? Or are you interested in being on a
That's
full-time?
what I was gonna segue into.
Segue? Oh yeah, we
So
got
we
'em.
do say segue when we segue. So we have to say, oh, we're going to segue. We don't do it. We have to say it.
That you could either do it that way, or you could
just, like-
segue without pronouncing.
Yeah.
Just like how we're gonna talk about really.
So we
Discussing
can
back
say
on topic.
caramel and you could say caramel.
I don't want to segue back into the debate.
Well, it's
I got
it's
a
part of
headache trying to
it's
defend.
part of
Segue.
like a debate. Like
We're segueing into segueing right now.
so,
So if we can go,
you
if we
can
want to
say
go back,
segue or you could just do it. It's like the person's opinion or option to do with
I
what
should
they
be just
want
like a
to segue.
tiebreaker.
but you haven't been a tiebreaker this last episode.
Yes, I have.
No, it's
See,
a
he said
caramel
something
debate.
else. He said caramel. You said caramel, and I went caramel. See, I was a tiebreaker.
I think it's a little biased because you're with his sister.
Mhm.
Kind of throw that mic drop on that one because
Well, you can't.
Or he's with your cousin.
Ooh.
Technically, auntie.
technically
yeah.
native ways. I
Yeah.
think in the Bonita ways it's what is that?
Third cousin.
Third cousin? Third cousin. Native ways, auntie, uncle. Winnington ways,
That's confusing.
third cousin. Yeah. So you are kind of interested in doing
Wait,
joining the podcast?
Wait, Did we finish how your... How was your time with this episode?
He did discuss. He liked it.
Well, I felt like I cut
said I
you
liked
off.
it.
Because you were lost and confused.
We all
The
were.
question.
Yeah,
I was on. I was
I got
actually
confused after you got me confused.
We're like the three must get confused.
Must be confused.
Must be confused.
The three must be confused. That's
Our
our
musketeers.
Yeah, I wouldn't really mind trying to change my schedule around a little bit with work.
Okay, because we got a job opening.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, I'm gonna go turn my hard hat in
Cool.
So
and work on this podcast 24/7.
No need that here.
Well, we're almost doing that right now, but
Pretty much.
sun's about to come up here pretty soon.
I heard the birds.
I hear the birds.
I heard the birds at 2:00.
They're in the middle of their sleep.
No, literally, I heard at 2:00 there was a whole bunch of birds chirping around. The little tiny ones, the baby ones.
2 p.m.?
Yeah. Or AM. AM. Not PM, AM.
I think he's just doing it on purpose.
So you'd be willing to do this with us?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
It's
So
more
there it is,
ha-has.
ladies and gentlemen. We now are a trio.
Trio.
Don't say
It's almost like off of the
I mean,
old
that's
Jungle
a-
Book cartoon.
that's
Don't
a-
start that again.
What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
We gotta do.
Don't start that again.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
It's just more ha-has, more cheeks being sore.
I mean, my cheeks are sore from laughing throughout
The
this hour.
more of the button being pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Buttons, buttons, buttons. And
Caramel,
bells.
caramel,
and bells.
caramel. I mean, that'd be interesting. So,
What's interesting?
a trio, which means we're gonna have to do a photo op.
I gotta get my good side.
So
What,
we
right
gotta
in front of
change
you?
our picture.
Yeah, right in front of me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Lloyd James jumping on with us in this podcast. We are no longer. I mean, it's cool though because we have a 3 in R3Z18, and now we have a 3 trio.
Wait, you guys have a third person now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
There you go. See, look, I'm just completing every puzzle.
pretty much. And it wasn't premeditated.
When were
either.
we playing puzzles?
In my head.
Well,
I complete puzzles
could
in my
have
head.
like segued us into your head to help with the puzzles.
Oh my god. Alrighty. Oh, so what time are we at now? Really?
53 minutes, 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I lost track of time, and this podcast went by quickly.
Oh yeah, this Mother's Day is kind of different too for me
Mm-hmm.
because, well, it depends on when you guys are gonna post this, but if you post it before Candace and Ed get home, it's different there.
It's different there.
Would you care to explain?
Yeah, I guess.
Would that almost be given away?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to. Like, I want to explain it, but I don't want to explain it.
Because right now it's 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So it is.
Obviously, we gotta go sleep.
Hey, that
But
makes
it's
them.
probably-
That makes them want to come home sooner.
What do you mean?
That makes them want to come home. It's like they want to see what's happening.
But with the Mother's Day, for the people in the area know and that do the canoe races, that's going on. So, it being Sunday, Mother's Day, the canoe races are still going on and they're gonna be there.
Can I stop? What are we talking about? I lost the topic.
Well, we're
Oh,
trying to debate on like if we should do that topic.
because we were doing something before we came here.
Okay, that explains why I'm kind of lost.
We might as well do it because what are the odds of them listening? Well, I feel like they would listen.
Yeah.
So it'd almost be like ruining it.
Okay. Segue from that.
From that. We're segueing away.
No, go back.
We
No.
can't do it.
Why?
It's a surprise.
Surprise for what?
Them.
Yeah. Who's them?
Them.
Okay. Segueing away.
Segue.
Segue.
It's like we never
so
spoke
weird.
about that one. We're cutting that one out.
Well, if
What else you got on your notepad?
Oh, just plug for next episode.
What's the next episode?
We will be doing interview with Frank Flava Lava.
Flava Lava?
Oh yeah.
Is that his middle name?
No, it's his nickname, Flava. If you look at his license plate, it says Flava on it.
Oh.
And that's a cool play on of words. Flava.
So it's just Frank Lava.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's special about this is that he is a newly elected councilman that we had discussed on the last episode.
Remember.
So we will be doing that. We got a time situated, worked out with him. So roughly next Saturday, we'll be doing a episode with Frank, and we'll be I guess.
You know what's interesting about this?
What?
With this trio going on, and with him being our next guest, already me and Lloyd are sharing one microphone.
Yes,
You're being stingy with yours.
I'm going to be sharing a microphone.
Yeah. So what was the problem with sharing with me in the beginning?
I've been holding this off for a long time. It's not you. It's me. My breath stinks. I got stink breath. It's just my food that I digest. So I'm just going to throw that out there now. The secret's out. Now tell me your guys' secret that you're talking about over at the other house.
What?
Off the podcast.
Oh. Well, there it is, folks. I think
this concludes for episode 5 with Lloyd James joining the Hot R3Z18 podcast.
Three.
The trios, the three what?
Maybe lost. Or must be lost.
No, we just discussed this. Must confused.
Must confused, yeah.
The three must confused. How can I forget that? That's just 5 minutes ago.
I feel like that could be like another merch on a t-shirt. The three must confuse.
It's like most of this, like we're like, at least we're like confused the whole time. It's like a couple segments. They're all segues, all of our segues.
Well, if you shared your puzzles with us, and we'll just share each other's puzzles.
And then our caramel.
That's the confused part.
We're not gonna discuss that again. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of
Tomato.
Oh, I don't know if we mentioned on the podcast. Also, shout out to Marcia once again. She mentioned that I was caught up with her one time, and then she said that she really likes the podcast, and a lot of them listen. And then, like I said in one of the podcasts, that I started dive into these ha-has because of Marcia, and she said that she liked it, and I never thought it would caught on. And she had mentioned that if only we had merchandise, she'd totally wear them.
Right? I mean,
So, like, dive into these ha-has could be put on a shirt.
With
Well,
a whole bunch of-
obviously,
with
look
on
like
the
a
back,
picture.
like a picture right here,
Yeah.
like a pool with a whole bunch of like.
Ha-has. I said that.
He was just saying that.
I said that. And like a stick figure diving down, and there's like a bunch of ha-has down there. And then dive into these ha-has.
He's just saying that. It's so crazy.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah. We're not confused there.
Yeah.
So yes, you guys are here.
We're straight ahead on that one.
Marcia mentioned that. Like, if
Yeah.
we had merchandise, t-shirts, whatever,
Hats
should
with
totally
ha-ha all
wear
over
them. Yeah.
Oh, I think we did do that in the last episode.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we
Are
did
you
talk
sure?
about doing merchandise. We're gonna look into it, but we have been. We did look into it though. Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I think I did it when I had a free chance to go on to some sites and look into
Like Vistaprint. That's a good one.
So basically, this is for the people that don't follow every single episode. And if you just listen to this one,
you'll understand.
we might do be merchandise.
Oh yeah. So thanks, Marcia, for the
Maybe.
idea.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna jump off right away, but we got to figure out some.
Yeah, we had to kink it out.
Kinky.
We gotta come up
Yeah,
with
that's a kinky subject.
a couple more catchphrases or whatever you call it,
Some more phrases or words.
or more ha-has.
Ha ha. Ha ha is a sound, not a word.
There you go.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
it is
We
a
have
step
like a handful,
of ideas.
3.
That's a good hand.
Dive into these ha-has. The 3 must confuse, and then
Ha
ha-has is a sound, not a word. But yeah, we gotta figure out like websites and stuff, and if we
Yeah.
want to add like pictures or drawing or whatever,
Yes.
and like distributing, mailing, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a work in progress.
yeah.
It's a
and
stepping stone,
due
in which
process.
Eric would say a milestone. It's a stone.
You're
Oh.
stepping on the stone, so it'd be stone.
It would be a stone.
Either way, it's a stone.
I kind of had I had a week to think about that. It's really, it is a stone. It's just a stepping stone on a way to a milestone. I mean, a milestone is us
A
doing
stone
this.
is a stone.
A milestone is
It's
your
us doing this in a
destination.
year. A year from now, we'll be
That's
like,
destination.
yeah, it's an anniversary since we started this podcast. 1 year anniversary.
Are we planning ahead already?
You said no more seasons. We're gonna go straight in episode per week. And why would we stop in a few seasons when we just got a third man on the podcast?
You said 12 episodes.
But in the last
So
episode,
why would you
but
put
in the
that
last
in
episode
and then
you
stop?
said, but in the last episode you said, well,
It's
instead
like a
of doing
teaser.
seasons, now
Like
we're
a
just
teaser that someone's gonna cut them off, and then like
So
So
then they shove someone up in there, like get up in there, and then
which
like
is being teased though? The seasons or just once a week?
once a week.
Because you said
I
multiple
wanted to- I
episodes
was
and
thinking-
multiple podcasts.
Well, in the first episode, I talked about doing seasons, and then last episode, it kind of made me think too. It was just like, yeah, why not just keep it going? And because I mean, with seasons, it gives us the time to stop, let the season build up, let us cool off, and then we'll
I was
just
totally thinking something different.
I
The
would
season stops. It gives us time to
relax,
create more ha-has
and more ha-has,
and more
yeah.
memories.
but at the same time
We're
you
doing that
create more
weekly.
ha-has every day
Yeah, that.
I like
and
how we
or every
just
week.
keep saying
So-
ha-has.
yeah.
We're not actually laughing. We're just like ha-has.
honestly, this
Like
is like
like monotone, haha, 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 like a robot.
honestly, I kind of
Yeah.
like this outro. We're just building on
I didn't know
ideas
we were
here.
outroing.
We are.
Are we?
He got
Yeah.
down to his last his list.
We got the plug out
Oh.
for next
plug's-
episode, which is Frank
Next episode, Frank Flava Lava.
Flava Lava.
Flava Lava.
Oh yeah, no, oh yeah. I think he's gonna
And
like
then-
that.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Happy
All the-
Mother's Day.
all the mothers out there.
I want to say a special Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Monica Bailey. Means a lot from what you did for me. Shout out to my girlfriend Amber George. You do a lot for our little family. I thank you wholeheartedly. I'm sure we're gonna have a great day for Mother's Day. So,
It's gonna be hot.
oh yeah. I guess it's gonna be another catchphrase. Oh yeah.
That one's already taken. That's copyrighted.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's Kool-Aid.
So I owe the Kool-Aid Man money for whenever I say oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
when it's on the podcast,
You're putting us in the hole right now.
we gotta segue away from that.
I think we already went in the hole because we said it so many times earlier.
Ooh, actually, what are you guys thinking about doing some Q&As this week? I mean, I'm sure our schedules will almost said schedules. Our schedules will link up, right?
So,
To do,
did our schedule change to Saturdays?
Roughly. I was thinking maybe you have Fridays off, right?
Well, I'll sleep all day Friday because I get off on Friday morning.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. Maybe we'll figure it out. I was thinking maybe doing some live Q&As for our fans.
So, also a heads up, the
There-
days that we post this might change.
So it'll be weekend ha-has.
We can keep it for Monday.
So
We'll
then
just record
this
Saturday
one-
and post
this-
on Monday
Well, this one would have to be tomorrow, but yeah,
because of special.
because of Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, we're gonna spend time with.
You
So
know what I just thought of?
What?
Who's still listening?
Who's
It's like over an hour.
If you've made it this far, thank you. Okay, so
We're just babbling about this.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This is us brainstorming right now. Also, don't forget to post a little video, 5-second video or so of how you pronounced caramel.
Or
Thanos.
Google.
That's what I tried saying, but you guys said
No.
no.
Yeah,
They
it
said
They
caramel.
said caramel.
Yeah, it said caramel.
And they said caramel.
It said both.
It's all about dialect.
I know, but you said it.
So
went
we
good for
totally
both of
segue
us.
away from this outro.
Yeah, we did.
We're trying to. Okay. Anyway, post the video. Post a video.
What's up
on
with
how
our outros anyway?
we try to do outros, but it just doesn't work and just turns into more material.
Someone right now is probably like dreaming, like I wish they could keep going, and that's what makes our outro so long.
And this is
I
what
won't doubt
puzzles you, huh? In your mind.
Yeah, this is all my puzzles.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening on this episode of Hot R3Z18.
Three.
With Eric
Three.
Bailey.
Lloyd James.
Lloyd James. And
That totally threw it off.
yeah,
You see,
we
Curtis,
just threw it off.
Curtis is singing.
Because he looked at me and said Curtis.
Well, I caught on to what I was doing. I just caught on to what he was doing. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Try it again.
So with Eric Bailey.
Lloyd James.
And Curtis Kelly.
All right. Thank you again for listening. This is our finalization of the outro. Tune in for next week's episode with Frank
Are you gonna say
Flava
bye?
Bye.